This is the moment that you guys have been waiting for.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you guys are checking in for the first time, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you guys do not miss an upload. Now, let's get right on to today's topic. So, we're going to talk about Lizzy Wurst and Anthony. Now, there's been a lot of videos going around, as everybody knows, and they've been accused of sneaking around and cheating with each other, and they were a little too close than they should have been. So, Lizzy and Anthony uploaded a video about a week and a half ago talking about why things kind of looked off. They had the same kind of personality, they laughed at the same kind of stuff, they would go to the store together, get some stuff, they'd hang out. And, obviously, Lance knew about it because he was working, so he had them go off, get supplies and whatnot. And Lance's family started noticing some off things going on between Lizzy and Anthony, and even some of Lance's fans. So if you guys haven't seen any part of the clip of Lizzy and Anthony talking during their video, here is a little bit of that right now.
I didn't think that we'd have to make this video.
Yeah, but I feel like it's necessary because although we can't say as much as we want, we still have to give our side. Like, it's not fair.
I'll start off with literally when I met you. Once I moved into Lance's family's house, Lance would invite his friends over and stuff, and I was there obviously, and Ant was one of his friends that came over all the time. And him and I, we clicked. It was just like a, when you meet those people who you can just become friends with them.
It's like the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know, we would laugh at the same stupid stuff that other people wouldn't find funny. I mean, Kelly laughs at some of the stuff that we laugh at too. It's just you gotta find those people. My point is that we just found the same kind of things funny and interesting. So I guess that was a red flag in people's mind, when in reality it was just friends. No offense, but
no, literally friends.
Yeah,
that word can't be used.
I know, but no offense. I just didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. It's just we click on a different level. You're not gonna not get close to somebody you live with. I got close with Rachel. I got close with Shane. It happens if you live with each other. It's literally I looked at everyone I lived with as either a brother or a sister figure other than Lance. Yeah. He was my husband figure. That's how it felt. After we lived together for a little while, Aunt and I were asked to do some things together. Aunt and I would be asked to put the patio furniture together or take the trash out together. And then it's people looked at that as we were a couple or we were flirting, and it's
it's literally just the house chores. If Lance is working, Lance is doing his things in his office, me and Lizzy aren't really doing anything. So it's we do the stuff around the house, whether it's we're asked to do it or it's just the house responsibilities.
Exactly. It
just has to get done. If we're the only ones living in the house, who else is going to do it?
So after watching that, what do you guys think? Do you think they were cheating or do you think they weren't? And as a girl's perspective, what do you do if a girl of yours is dating somebody and she's busy, but you guys are also close, everybody in the house has a really good bond and everybody has a really good relationship, but things look off and that's not what you're intending to do? So what kind of things would you back away from to make sure that nobody gets the wrong idea?
Well, I'm one to confront, so I would obviously bring it. Okay, so if it was my best friend and her boyfriend and whatever, say I knew the guy before she met him and I'm the one to put them together. We obviously have chemistry, and obviously we're gonna have a better relationship. Or not a better relationship. We're gonna have a good enough relationship. So that's when I would more than likely approach him and tell him that there's chances where the guys are the ones that are initiating all the stuff that's happening and why the rumors are starting. There's also times where girls are the ones initiating. If it's the guy, that's when I would go and initiate the conversation about, hey, this needs to not happen, blah, 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 it's coming off as the wrong vibe. Because me, I'm really friendly, so I send off the wrong vibe a lot. But if it's vice versa, the guy 9 times out of 10 will not approach the topic because in their head, more than likely, I don't know, I can't speak for all guys, but they're going to be oh, it's not going to matter, no one sees it like that until it's this really big problem, and they're getting accused left and right for everything.
Yes, and so if you guys have not seen any of the videos that I've done in the past month and a half about Lance, Lizzy, and Anthony. I will put the links down in the description for every single one of those. So another part is during one of the videos that they were filming, Anthony did Lizzy's makeup, and the eye contact was really kind of like, you know, I enjoy this. I'm glad, you know, he's kind of doing it. It was like a weird kind of vibe that they should not have had. But I personally don't think they were cheating. I know it looks really, really off with the timing when Lizzy had to move out because of her and Lance, and then Anthony couldn't afford to live there anymore, so he moved out. Ironically, it was the same time as Lance and Lizzy's huge drama was going on, so that's why it looked really, really off. Now, if you guys haven't seen her full video, I'm not going to put the whole thing in there, but I'm going to put a little bits and pieces in there, so check it out.
But like when comments would be made and like stuff would be said about us, that's when it got annoying. I don't know, it's like, it's really confusing and it hurts because like, I was in love with Lance. I still have a love for him. I'm not in love with him anymore just because of other stuff that's happened, but I needed to do me. And you guys think I left Lance for him. He was still living in the house when I left. Like, I don't know what transpired between him and
That's
Lance.
what I was going to say. A big thing that needs to be cleared up, Lizzy and Lance, their relationship had nothing to do with me. They broke up for reasons that had absolutely nothing to do with me. Me and Lance, our friendship ended with something that had to do nothing with Lizzy. Like, it's two completely separate scenarios. He says the timing's ironic. It is! Like, truth be told, he tried to say that, like, I was lying about not being able to afford to live there anymore because of how much he paid me, but he over-exaggerated how much he paid me, and I wasn't lying. I offered to show him my bank statements. Like, I could not afford to live in that house anymore. I wasn't working for him. I didn't have a job. Like, I couldn't do it. It wasn't financially smart. My parents offered me to live back at home where I wouldn't have to pay any rent, and like, who would not take that? Like, it's not my fault that he was breaking up with Lizzy at the exact same time. And like, in his mind, he just convinced himself that like, this entire scenario was going on, and he went to social media with it. And I feel terrible for Lizzy because this is her career, this is her life. And like, he said before that isn't him the type of person, like, doesn't want to involve himself with drama or any of this, and then he goes and like tries to ruin her life over stuff that's not even true, that he just convinced himself of. And then he found out it wasn't true, no apology, nothing, no deleting tweets, just leaves it out there for the world to see. She's still getting hate, I'm still getting hate, like it's not fair.
So after seeing that, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments what you think happened with Lizzy and Anthony. Do you think they're gonna hook up now or not? And in the videos, in this video, it looks like Lizzy was making sure that Anthony knew they are just friends. And you see how far they were sitting apart from each other? It looked like it was really awkward. Other people suspect Anthony trying to get at Lizzy. Now, I don't think that Lizzy is gonna let that happen. Knowing, you know, Anthony and Lance's past, I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, if he happens to try, that's really, really messed up on his part because that's bro code. You don't break that. I think everybody got the wrong idea about it. And Alice Winters, her videos out there about Lance and this whole topic didn't help either because she just blew up. She got to FaceTime interview with Lance. Now, she also got to do an interview with Lizzy, and that was very emotional. So tell me what you guys think. Now, I'm not bashing on Alice because her videos are good, but I think she does too many videos about big YouTubers. And there's been guys out there that did a YouTube video not too long ago calling her out and saying, Alice, stop doing these videos about Lance. His family is getting annoyed with it, and there's been a lot of tweets going on around. I don't have Twitter anymore because mine got hacked. Trying to figure that out. But aside from that, tweets have been going around. Lance's family has been getting really, really irritated with her. And I think she's going about this the wrong way. That's somebody's personal life that you're messing with. And like when I do these videos, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm stating stuff that I've been through, kind of relating to the fact what Lance has gone through. And at the end of the day, just make sure that you're not like going at somebody's girl, because like that's hella messed up. So any points you want to hit on before we wrap up this video?
I think you hit everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did too. At the end of the day, know your boundaries. So, and if you guys liked that video, make sure you guys drop a lot of comments down below if I missed anything or any videos that you guys might want to see in the future. Also, don't forget to
hit that like button
and smash that subscribe button. And also, don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you guys don't miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Another thing, and we're getting called like cheaters. Lizzy, you're a fucking cheater. You cheated on Lance with Anthony. because you blew a kiss to him.
That was hilarious.
That hurt me. The fact that that's not what happened, that's what upsets me, is that I was faithful. I did nothing with this kid. It's like, once he realized that our relationship was ending and him and I were still friends, it like, he couldn't handle it mentally, I guess. Like, it was like, he didn't understand our friendship and why him and I weren't like that. Like, it was hard to like break up with somebody and not be best friends with them anymore. I mentally wouldn't have been able to get past everything that I got past if I didn't have my dogs. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, though they are what kept me mentally stable. Like, if I was crying or upset, Bella was right here on my chest. Theo was up here laying on my head in bed. Like, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have made it through what I got through. I'm not gonna lie to you. He had his entire family living right next door to him to support him and be there for him. I didn't. Like, anything we're covering right now is, we're just covering what was already put out on the internet. Whether it got deleted, whether it's still up, it got put out there and I'm getting hate for all of this stuff. I'm not going over anything else that has not been put out on social media.
If you have the same sense of humor, if you have like the same interest as somebody, and it's just like...
I'm sorry you weren't born a girl. Like, I don't know what else to say. This is the moment that you guys have been waiting for.
That's what you want. That's what you believe. Stop.
I could not hold a straight face. I was like,
God.
this is awkward.
Get clickbaited.